Dirt track racing. Reading the track. One of the biggest things that separates experienced dirt track racers from beginners is understanding the racing surface. Dirt tracks are constantly changing throughout the night, and the fastest line during the heat races may be completely different by the time the feature race begins. Let's take a look at some of the most common dirt track surface conditions and what they mean. Slick track. A slick track is hard-packed, smooth, and shiny. Most of the moisture has disappeared, leaving very little grip. Drivers have to be patient with the throttle because too much gas will simply spin the rear tires. Smooth steering inputs become extremely important, and maintaining momentum is often faster than trying to drive aggressively. Tacky track. A tacky track has plenty of moisture and offers excellent traction. This is usually the condition drivers love because the car hooks up well and responds quickly to throttle. Speeds are generally faster, but as the racing continues, that moisture begins to disappear and the track starts changing. Heavy track. A heavy track contains a lot of moisture and can become muddy. While it offers tremendous grip, it also creates more resistance, slowing the cars down. Heavy tracks can develop deep ruts and holes if they aren't maintained properly, making the race much more challenging for both drivers and equipment. Dry slick. Dry slick conditions occur after the racing surface loses nearly all of its moisture. Dust increases, grip becomes scarce, and tire management becomes critical. Drivers often describe this as one of the toughest conditions because every lap requires precision and patience. Cushion track. The cushion is the ridge of loose dirt that builds up near the outside wall. Skilled drivers can use the cushion to generate tremendous speed around the corner. But it comes with risk. Hit it just right, and you'll gain positions. Hit it wrong, and the cushion can grab the car and send you into the wall. Rough or rutted track. As races go on, the surface may develop bumps, grooves, and ruts. These uneven areas upset the suspension and make it difficult to keep the car balanced. Drivers must carefully choose their racing line to avoid the roughest sections while still maintaining speed. Hammered down. A hammered down track is smooth and tightly packed. It usually provides consistent conditions around the speedway, although grip may continue to decrease as the night progresses. Drivers often focus on finding the smoothest, fastest groove while making small adjustments to their driving style. Choppy or marbles, off the main racing groove. Loose chunks of dirt, often called marbles, begin to collect. Running through these areas can quickly reduce traction and make the car difficult to control. Staying on the preferred racing line is usually the safest and fastest option. The most important thing to remember is that dirt tracks are alive. Every lap, every race, and every class puts more rubber and more wear on the surface. Temperature, humidity, wind, and even track maintenance all play a role in how the racing surface changes throughout the evening. The best dirt track drivers aren't just racing against the competition, they're racing against the track itself. They constantly adjust their driving, communicate with their crew, and make setup changes to stay ahead of the changing conditions. Understanding these track conditions will help you appreciate why dirt track racing is often called one of the most challenging forms of motorsports. The track is always changing, and the drivers who adapt the quickest are usually the ones standing in victory lane at the end of the night. If this video helped you understand dirt racing a little better, subscribe to Dirt Racing Fans 101, where we're helping new fans understand dirt racing one lap at a time.